Would you like to work closer to home, save money on gas, and be rewarded for your hard work and attendance? Then Bellisio Foods is looking for you. That's right, Bellisio Foods is now hiring for multiple positions and shifts with great employee benefits, an on-site health clinic, competitive wages, and advancement opportunities. Bellisio Foods is a company that truly values their employees. Apply online at BellisioFoods.com/careers.
Fat guy on a little quad. Fat guy on a little quad. Hey, if you don't hurry, this one's going to be mine. It's Cycle Search 2023, your opportunity to win not one, but two great off-road vehicles with Mix 96 FM and all of Total Media. You don't want to miss out on it.
It's something you and your buddies can take home and race.
Sorry, James. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show right here on Main Street TV. Of course, Jennifer here to start off your morning with our good friends from the Jackson City Library. And welcome. And but I don't know, do you have your library hats on today, or do you have different hats on today?
We changed them.
I mean, we can put them on later.
Yeah, we
I
can
take off my fedora and switch roles.
Well, very good. So I guess you have your Rotary hats on today.
Yes, we're Rotarians today.
Okay, very good. So, all right. Well, let's get to it. What in the heck are we going to talk about today? And poor James, he just fell out of his chair because I went right before when he put the headphones on.
Thank you for doing it again, just to explain to people what happened.
It wasn't good enough the first time. You experienced it again.
Let's make sure you're awake.
Yeah.
Paying attention.
Yeah. Poor guy. Yes.
Yes.
So what's going on? You're looking all dapper today.
Right?
I am Jay Glittersby. I know that
he's not Roger Donaldson
thought that
today.
I was Roger Donaldson, but I am also, I have multiple personalities. So sorry to break it to you live on the air. But,
oh, man. Well, and I know the microphone's kind of covering up your... You got to do... There we go.
Glitter tie.
He has on a glitter bow tie.
So, I wanted to get glitter shoes, but I couldn't get them in time for the...
Dang it. We could spray paint them.
So, I guess I could. They do have that glitter spray
And
paint.
they do, yeah.
But I am Jay Glittersby, and I put on the best parties, only the best, at the Markay in Jackson.
I heard about that.
Yeah. So, anyway, this is for the Rotary Club. It's a fundraiser for our JHS scholarships. It's a murder mystery dinner, a night at Glittersbys. 1920s theme.
Cool.
Picture Jay Gatsby, but instead you've got me as
Glittersby.
Jay Glittersby. Yes.
Got you. Okay, I see where you're going with that whole situation.
We've got dinners provided by Rowdy Smokehouse.
Okay, awesome.
Desserts will be from the downtown Treatery.
Good. They'll all be
Bureau,
good.
Yep, Farm Bureau's got the drinks covered, and then John Lewis from Everett Jones is sponsored to do our decorations for us.
Okay.
So we've got the whole setup ready to go. We just need to fill some more seats.
Okay, very good. So tell us when this whole shindig is, Jay.
Well, it is Saturday, April 15th.
So not this coming Saturday.
But next Saturday.
Following Saturday.
6 o'clock p.m. sharp. You will sit down for a nice meal, be given your scripts. We will draw a number. Somebody will be the murderer. Could even be me. Could be. You could be sitting next to a murderer right now and not even know. But at either rate...
Probably not the first time.
Well, yeah, probably not. There's a weird statistic about that. We'll talk about that later.
Okay,
But
cool.
anyway, you have your meal, you get your script. If you are the murderer, your script has like an A or a B part. So, you will act accordingly.
Uh-huh. So how do you know if you're the murderer?
We will draw a number. Everybody will get a number when they walk in.
So like
it'll
number...
be just
one's
luck of
the murderer?
draw.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be fun.
That way nobody knows going in. You'll eat your meal, and then you'll walk around, mingle with the crowd, and the goal is really just to throw shade at somebody else if you are the murderer, because you don't want to get picked as the murderer.
Love this. How
Try to
fun.
prove your innocence. And
So someone actually gets murdered. Mm-hmm. How do you know that you're going to be the
Well-
murderee? Or murderee?
With the script, the
Would that
person
be
that
it?
gets murdered is a character that's not really there. So so nobody has to
Okay.
actually
Yeah.
Like duck.
It's
drop
already
to the floor.
happened.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
already happened.
We're
so-
not going to
not
like...
going theatrical that way.
Yeah, so
Okay.
yeah, no blood packs or anything like that.
Catch up.
Which is kind of fun. Yeah, I had to
We're
sign
trying to keep
a,
clean up as minimal as possible.
Yeah, I had
Especially
to sign
at the Markay. It's a real
I had to
pretty
sign
place.
a waiver at the Markay not to stain the marble floor. So,
Right.
anyway,
Conditions we have to
yeah.
bye.
You guys, that's so funny. Okay, so this murder mystery dinner, tickets are available. How do people get them?
They can come to the library. I think Jay here said that Roger Donaldson and April Eifler were able to help at the library.
Okay.
Yeah, there's
very
two people
good.
there.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Or any
you can-
Rotarian, really.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Or you can call 740-395-0688, and we will meet you wherever or however we'll get it to you.
Okay.
They're $25 a ticket.
So tickets are $25, and but that includes your meal and everything, and just
The whole
like a
night.
night of fun.
Yeah, it's really quite a good deal because if you were going to go out to dinner anyway, you would easily spend $25 a person. So,
And with this, you got a show.
That's true.
and
You're
you're helping a JHS student get a scholarship because all the money will be.
And solving a murder.
Yeah, and you
That's
can
true.
hone
You're
up on
doing
your
your-
like NCIS skills or whatever. I like that. Yeah, you have to practice by watching all those shows before you
Yeah.
come in.
Binge.
Figure out. So you'll draw a number, and the person becomes the murderer, and then you've got to pick who that person is, but nobody knows who that person is other than that
Then the
person.
person saw.
Yeah.
That's gonna be cool. Do you get to wear that tie the whole time?
If it'll stay on.
I had to fix it earlier before you came in.
Because, I might throw extravagant parties, but Jay Glittersby was on a budget, and for $4.81 Amazon next day shipping with Prime, I was able to come across this tie.
Aha! Just not the shoes.
Not the shoes.
Gotcha.
They were out of my Jay Glittersby budget.
So is April, or are you someone else too?
We're referring to me as the help.
The help. Okay.
Yeah, she's my hired help.
Yeah.
I see.
We'll have to get her some sort of a uniform.
Yeah.
Have to get one of
least
those
the hat.
cute little French
With
maid
the
costumes
duster,
with
yeah.
the duster.
Which my budget would just be like a Swiffer.
Right. Yeah, there's probably an old feather duster around here somewhere we can wrangle up for you. No, that's really good. And again, like you said, the Rotary does a lot of stuff. What are some of the other projects y'all work on?
The scholarships are the most important one.
Yes.
For the seniors, we try and do. Past few years has been rough with COVID and everything, but we've managed to do a couple fundraisers each year.
Yes.
We do the senior center. I think we were here before speaking about that.
Yep, the
Over the
pancake
senior center, the
breakfast.
pancake
Oh, yeah,
breakfast.
yeah.
Huge hit. Everyone loves that. We try and do something at Christmas. We used to do poinsettias for the seniors. We would deliver those. What else we do? We got
Kindergarten kids.
kindergarten kids.
We
yeah.
yeah, that's also one of the better things that we do. Not that anything's bad that we do.
Yeah,
But
but you
we
do. Is it school supplies or
Yeah,
right
we do-
before
yeah,
school,
so
we
every-
did
That's
backpacks
so good.
together with all the
Every
school
kindergartner starts the year with all their basic supplies.
So
paid
hopefully
for.
they're set up to succeed, when they get to
Yeah.
school,
Yes.
because that's a lot to start buying all that stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, that's one of our big projects. This year, moving forward, one of our focuses is going to be on mental health. So we're going to try to get
Okay.
some sort of a maybe like a mental health fair or something. It's still in the works. Hopefully it'll work out. But yeah, that's one of our goals for this year.
I've got some speakers lined up for that.
Oh, that'll be
We,
great.
All the Rotary clubs in our district became peace building clubs. So we, and what that entails is basically doing projects in the community to bring people together and to help promote peace locally and ultimately globally as well. But we have a peace pole that was installed at the high school, and we're going to be having a grand ribbon cutting. It'll be coming up before the school year's over. I sent James an email, and I don't remember when it was. But anyway, sometime in May.
Not to be confused with a peace pipe.
Yes. Now that, yeah. Those are not allowed.
Kids doing up at the high school.
Yeah, those are not allowed at the high school. We already asked, so we decided to go with the peace pole. But yeah, so.
What is a peace pole? Tell us that.
It is basically it's a kind of like a flagpole with 4 sides, and it has Rotary's 4-way test on it.
Okay.
And the point of it is just to have like a common area where someone can go for reflection, or maybe, instead of that old meet you out in the parking lot kind of thing, maybe meet there and come to a common ground peacefully.
Not at the bike rack or behind the bleachers
out at Hammertown like we used to in my day. But
I'll meet you at the peace pole.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Roger, this event is May 16th at 7:30, at least according to your email.
Okay, yeah. May 16th, 7:30, which is early.
Yes, it is.
Because that is before school.
James, 7:30 a.m.
Yes.
Oh.
Luckily, James lives nearby, so he can shoot up there and take some pictures.
If you're in your pajamas, it's
With
okay.
his pajamas
It's all
on,
right.
yes. But anyway, yeah, it's because we have an Interact Club, which Rotary sponsors, which is a group of students at the high school.
Okay.
They do similar work as Rotary. They do some fundraisers. One of their big things they do is raise money to eradicate polio.
Yes.
They focus on doing things for children's literature, the early reading type things, and stuff like that. So at either rate, they actually meet at 7:30 in the morning. At their Interact meeting, which is very early.
Yes, it is.
Last month of March, wasn't that International Women's?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Rotary, all the Rotary clubs collected donations of women's hygiene and feminine products.
Oh.
And we're going to donate to our local
That's awesome.
Salvation Army or wherever.
Yeah,
they're
whoever
local.
needs it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, I feel like that's all like toilet paper and stuff. You should never have to pay for that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And underwear.
Yeah.
It's just not right.
It's a necessary thing to live. Yeah, you shouldn't really have to be.
Yeah, that's for a whole other day.
Yeah, we can talk about that for a long time.
I've noticed that
another one
recently,
of my
though.
projects.
Rotary has started to do more things with, like, if it's a certain month that's honoring something, we're trying to contribute in that way too, and branch out and do more that way.
And are you guys accepting new members?
Always.
Yeah. Always.
Okay. And tell us, a little bit about meetings and how you join and that kind of thing.
Meetings are the second and fourth Tuesdays of the month at the library in the Potter Room at noon. If you're interested in becoming a member, just reach out to a Rotarian. You're required to come to 3 meetings, and then you'll fill out an application, and the board votes on you, which we've obviously never turned anyone away.
Unless you're a murderer.
Yeah. Yeah. You do have to be in,
There's
good standing with the community, obviously, but.
Okay, so just get a hold of, come to a meeting, just do, get a hold
Follow
of somebody.
our Facebook page, because we always post about the upcoming programs and meetings and
Okay, cool.
speakers and all that, so you'll know when
and
to
the good
come.
thing, about Rotary too, is that it helps so many people in different ways through Rotary International and through our district. There's probably not anything that you're passionate about that Rotary doesn't help.
Okay.
The big thing was they eradicated polio. I mean, not, through funding and different things. Unless it's changed in the last week, there's 0 confirmed cases of polio right now in the world.
Mm-hmm.
You're kidding.
So that was
Whoa.
Rotary's big focus for the last several decades.
That's awesome.
Was shifting a lot of funding that way. And then also through that, the leveraging of funds, because every dollar that Rotary pledges, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation donates $2. So your one local dollar turns out to be $3.
Wow.
So that's always a great thing. And then Rotary International has built drinking wells. They focus on clean water for underprivileged countries, because clean water obviously affects everything
Health,
in your life.
yeah, for sure.
So because you can't go to school and learn if you don't have water to drink.
Yeah, you kind of need
So you
water
have
to
focus
survive.
on- So the goal is to take care of those things that we kind of take for granted, so that they have the time and energy to focus on other things.
Love that.
And they've built schools in different countries. What else have we done?
All of it.
All of it. So much.
Yeah, any sort of national disaster or anything like that.
The
There's always a
hurricanes,
call to action.
Yeah, we send relief.
Sure.
They've sent a lot of money to Ukraine to help with people that are displaced from their housing and
We've
don't have
put
water. or
together
anything
care
again.
boxes, care packages, and sent.
Very good. So you guys, and this is all the more reason that you should come to this murder mystery dinner. A week from Saturday, there it is, a night at Glittersbys. And you can meet Jay Glittersby.
Mm-hmm.
He will be there.
I will be there
So-
signing autographs.
Do you have to...
In
Do you
blood,
have
maybe.
to dress up or anything, or?
If you want, we're encouraging to come
Yeah,
here.
it's more
your
fun
20s
if you
themed,
do.
But,
'Cause
So it's like a
everybody-
20s theme, is that what you said? Okay.
Yeah, everybody has something 20s themed at home, I'm sure.
I mean, I don't know that I actually do have a glitter bow tie, but it's red.
Well, that works.
It was for my devil costume. When I was a deviled egg. And no one knew what I was. Because I had a white shirt with an orange dot right here.
Okay,
And then
yeah.
and
Took too
everyone
much
was like-
thinking.
So you got to explain your costume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was like my, oh my God, I need a costume. What do I do situation.
Last-ditch effort.
and that
yeah.
was
That was it.
that's what you came up with.
That was what I came up with, yeah.
Interesting.
But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So I will lend you my red bow tie if you like, and I would even throw in the tail.
Oh. Is it glittery?
Yes,
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, then definitely.
you have a devil tail.
Oh, I'm going to have to help him get that on.
Probably so. Probably
The help.
so.
Thanks, Jen.
The help has to put my tail on.
Yeah, well, it's all about being an assistant.
Know your
And
role,
Rotaries,
help.
Rotaries, Rotarian, we help each
Sure,
other.
it's
So
That's
service-
right. It's
Yeah,
full
what's
service
our-
service.
Yeah, what's our motto?
Service above
See,
self,
There you
so-
go.
There you go.
I will be there to put your tail on, Jay.
Oh no! I mean, I would pay money just to see that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Night at Glittersbys, a week from Saturday, murder mystery at the Markay. So get there, check it out. All proceeds are going to go to scholarships for JHS students, which is amazing. Just find a Rotarian and you can buy a ticket.
Mm-hmm.
And how many tickets are you going to sell?
We started out with 40, and I think we're down to about, 20, 25 left?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, we're
so-
about halfway there. So.
Okay, all right. So so 20 of you buy tickets or something like
Or
that.
somebody bring 20 of their friends.
Yeah, there you go.
Make it
right.
easy on us. Just buy them all.
Buy them all. Very, very good. All right. So,
Hey, Roger, you want to talk about the event at the Markay tomorrow a little bit?
Tomorrow.
The gallery reception?
Yeah, there's a gallery reception tomorrow.
Yeah.
At 7 for Chris Penix. He does trading card. Is it a he or a she? I'm a bad person.
I believe Chris is a man.
Okay. He does trading card illustrations, and they are really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the. It's not on the screen. Oh yeah, it is too. The Yoda there. That's really cool. But yeah, there'll be a gallery opening at 7. Bring your friends. The gallery openings are always free. There is always food.
hey.
You get to interact with the artists. They're always there and more than happy to talk to you and take pictures and all that good stuff.
So the neat thing about this is he's not only going to have these finished pieces on display, but how these are going to be displayed is he's going to have his original sketch.
Yes.
He's going to have the colored final piece, but then he's also going to have the final printed card.
Yes.
So you can kind of see the whole sort of like
The process.
the process. Of
Yeah,
it.
it's really cool. And he does that for, is it? who
Tops.
is- Tops.
Yep.
And okay, so I was saying we talked about this on the air, but you and I and Brittany were talking about it off the air. So yeah, Brittany said it's a really, really cool, awesome show, like how it's hung and all that stuff. And so get out to the Markay tomorrow and check this out. I mean, these cards are, going out everywhere. So it's pretty neat stuff.
And Chris will be there, and he will be selling prints that he will autograph. So
Oh,
so if you wanna you like that Yoda, you could have
Yeah.
There you
take
go,
a copy of it
Roger.
home.
Jay.
I can
Hang
have
up
that
in your
hanging in my
office.
house
Yeah.
or my office.
You have to buy multiple, one for Jay and
Yeah.
one for
That's
Roger.
Yeah, you have to buy
For
two.
my
Since you have a
personalities.
split personality.
Yeah. So
Where is your house?
Yeah, Roger, say your
give the
a full
address on the
address
plan.
live on the radio, please.
Well, no.
it is at
Where does Jay live?
271 Main Street, also known as the Markay. But don't tell them that I actually live upstairs there. I don't want people to know that.
With the bats,
I was
right?
I
Yeah.
was wondering what like all those blankets and laundry and stuff.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of annoying when there's a show because that's all
Yeah,
the
you're
people
just
are
trying
up
to
there
sleep.
doing
Gets a little
lighting and
loud.
stuff and
Trying to sleep,
sleep
and
and-
Dwight Eisenhower's down there talking about
sound,
burning love.
yeah.
All the ladies are throwing their panties. It's
Yeah.
just it gets
It's a little-
crazy.
Yeah, I look through my little window up there and see all that, and it's just. It gets to be too much, but still, it's a nice location.
But you're saving on rent.
Yeah, I'm saving on rent. It's a nice location. It allows me to throw these extravagant parties in the gallery, which is also a good reason since James tied us together. While you are at a night at Glittersbys,
That's true.
I have decorated it all with Chris Pennick's artwork, original artwork.
See, you can check all of that out all at one
So,
time.
One
all
night,
at the same
yeah.
time.
Jay Glittersby has put his extensive personal art collection on display.
Yes, definitely.
Hey,
All of that.
Speaking of art, I've
Okay.
got a challenge for you guys.
Yeah, so James wouldn't explain this to me earlier, but he's cracking himself up over there. So
All right, so if anybody was listening to Free Beer and Hot Wings earlier this morning on WYRO 98.7, they were talking about this.
Okay.
And I was like, well, I've got to see what this looks like. So I'm here in a minute. I'm going to show you a photo. Well, it's not a photo. It's an image. And I'm going to let you look at it for 6 seconds. And then I want you to each, one by one, and I want the people listening and watching on Facebook to comment this too.
Okay.
We'll go through and you just describe the picture to me. Tell me what you saw. And there's one hidden element in this picture that if you're able to pick it up in 6 seconds, you have like genius level like observation skills.
I'm not.
I'm
yeah, I'm not.
confident in that.
So just to prepare you, I knew what to look for. And it took me a couple minutes to find it.
I mean, he's over there cracking himself up, going.
Okay, so if you
Okay.
if you know the answer, don't say anything. But
Okay.
if people like you three and anybody watching on Facebook, YouTube,
Okay.
I want you to comment. Just describe what you saw, and then I'll tell. If nobody gets it, then I'll show it to you again, and then we'll see how long it takes you to find
I
it.
feel like you have to hold your head this way because that's what James was doing.
Maybe you may be. So all right. So I'm going to show you the picture. I'm going to count the 6.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take it away. All right. All right. You ready?
Yep.
Yep, go for it.
All right. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000, 6 1,000. All right. So you guys watching online, let me know in the comments what did you see. All right, Jennifer, what did you see?
A dude with a ponytail with a
Somebody in the comments nailed it immediately.
nuh-uh.
Yep.
Did they
Wow.
know?
Yep.
Did
Yep.
they already know though?
I don't know, Nick. Nick Worship. I'm sorry, I'm not sure how to say your last name, Nick. But yeah, Nick, have you seen this before, or are you just that eagle-eyed? So Rick, all right, Rick Sims got it close, but he didn't nail it. All right, Nick said he'd never seen this before, but he nailed it. All
Okay,
right,
so
Jennifer.
put it back up there.
Well, no, hold
Okay.
on. You're supposed to. So real quick, what did you guys see, just
yeah.
from memory?
I just saw a dude with a fin on his back.
Going to the circus.
Yeah, with a sword and an instrument.
All right, so Nick's going to tell you guys what you were supposed to see.
An elephant?
elephant?
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to put it back up, and we'll see how long it takes you guys to find the elephant. All right. So where is the elephant in this picture?
Oh, okay. It's on his back.
Yeah,
The two
his-
ears,
yeah.
one shoulder thing,
Okay.
his
and then
co-
the sword is the no, the trunk goes.
yeah, his jacket.
Oh,
his jacket is like the head of an elephant.
Yeah. All right.
With a shark fin.
Yeah.
With a shark.
With a
yeah,
shark
he's got
fin.
a really
I
pointy
don't.
ear.
Yeah, the shark. The shark fin definitely distracts from the elephant. But way to
right.
go, Nick. That's impressive.
job,
You nailed
yeah.
that fast.
I don't know that I
so-
would have ever noticed that.
Yeah, and so Rick noticed the shark fin, and I think the shark is like is there to distract you from the
Yeah,
elephant.
because
it's a trick.
if that were a softer ear, you'd probably see it
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought that was interesting.
Well, we're not geniuses, guys.
No, I definitely
Shocker.
wasn't either.
I was going in with high hopes for myself anyway.
I was staring at it, and I could not see the elephant.
It was so funny. He's like, I'm watching him. He's like, I don't
is
see it.
Picks up his monitor.
Yeah. No, as soon
Ends up
as
on
you-
his head.
Yeah. Well, because if you know it's like elephant, so you start looking for the trunk and you go backwards, right? That makes sense. But yeah, I don't know that I would have ever seen that if I didn't know.
Yeah.
All right.
Very tricky.
It is tricky.
So what's the prize for that, James?
Yeah, James.
Not that we got it, but for
You
Are you gonna buy somebody some murder
A snack?
mystery
Yeah,
tickets?
so-
I've got them with us.
for the low price of $25, Nick, you too can enjoy the murder mystery. Special Main Street TV discount. Just $25.
You
0%
are-
off.
Yeah.
You are invited. There you go.
Closeout sale.
That's good job, Nick. That's impressive. Yeah.
Or we could sell just for Nick 2 for $50.
What a deal! You can't pass that up, Nick.
That's
and you can dress up.
That's right. You too could go on Amazon and buy a glitter tie.
You too could wear a $4 clip-on Nick
That's right.
bow tie.
Or outdo Jay over here and get the shoes.
And get the shoes.
Well, like
But
I
he's
said,
gonna
I
have
want
a
to
tail,
budget
so-
as it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, very good. So get out, support the Rotary. Very good. Will you leave that here so I can remember to talk about that? Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Very cool. Well, do you guys want to put on your library hat for a minute and talk about anything that you have going on there?
Switch them over.
Yeah, because this hat's hot. My bald library head. How about that?
Put that back on.
Yeah, put that filter
that hat
on.
back on.
So you're blinding the.
Turn those LED lights off.
Okay. What do you want about the library then?
I don't know. What do you guys have going on?
Tonight at I'm not sure if I'm gonna get the time right. Is it 5:30?
5:30.
We've got pour paint. However, yeah.
Drip painting.
Yeah,
Pour
John's-
painting.
Yeah. So
POUR.
canvas, and then you're just gonna. I think. How do you do that? You mix it with some glue or something.
Yeah, somehow it's
then you pour
latex
onto the
paint
canvas?
or acrylic paint
That
mixed with
just sounds
glue and-
fun.
Yes. Now we do have new carpet in the Potter room, so just
Yeah, it's got to be a
careful.
little bit. Yeah, you can't be all crazy, but
yeah. Like don't be spinning it and pouring it or anything. Don't get too wild.
Don't just take your brush and like fling it or
Yeah.
something.
yeah,
Be a
that's
little
a different style.
That's a-
Which that'd be kind of fun to do. Maybe we'll do that this summer outside somewhere.
That would
be fun
that
to
would be
do.
good. Or use that what's that called, tempera paint that we used to use in kindergarten.
Oh, yeah,
that
yeah.
would just
Yeah.
wash away.
Yeah.
So that's tonight at 5:30. Was it registration required?
Yeah,
Do we
call the
have some spots
librarian.
open? Yeah. 286-4111.
But you can make your own
art.
artwork. How fun is that?
Yeah, pretty neat.
And then tomorrow, even more fun is estate planning with Bill Martin because
Exciting stuff, guys.
just
No,
as
it's so
back to the
true.
murder mystery, we're all going to die somehow.
Get your
some
affairs
way,
in order.
sometime.
Yeah,
So-
there's
Before
one
you're
given
murdered at a
on-
dinner.
on-
So
in
you
your
don't want to
life.
wait till it's too late. You want to go to the library event. Bill Martin will be there. He will point people in the right direction
Yes.
on what you need to do, whether you think maybe you need a trust, you think you need a living will, which you do. You think that you need a regular will, which you also do. But you might not need a trust. But anyway.
Yeah.
So, and there's, everybody's in a different situation, but he will be there to take your questions. He won't go too personal. He won't make you show your balance sheet to everybody in the library or anything, but just general questions and a general presentation
Helpful
That's
on
stuff.
what you should do. It is very helpful.
He
He
was-
No, it
did
is
this
very
for
helpful.
Rotarians, and it was.
Yeah. There
We
are some
all
things I was
definitely
like,
learned something that we need to do before it's too
for sure.
late.
Yeah, absolutely. And that is not Bill Martin on
That's
that
what I was
flyer.
going to say. I'm
That
gonna
was
make
weird.
We had
I'm
someone
gonna make a
comment that on
note that
Facebook.
you need
That's
a
not
little.
That's not Bill Martin.
You need a little arrow pointing at that guy that says
little
not Bill
disclaimer.
Martin. A little disclaimer.
This won't be the guy that's there.
That is a man looking at a laptop that is not on, and a blank sheet of paper, thinking, "Man, I need Bill Martin."
So that
That
guy
is
will be there
exactly what
tomorrow.
that is. So yeah, so he will be there.
Begging and
No,
pleading Bill
listen.
Martin to help him.
Bill Martin is, if you don't know, I don't know how you don't, but local attorney, probably one of the most brilliant minds in this area. And if there's anybody to tell you what to do, it's him.
Yep,
So,
definitely.
and this is going to be, hundreds of dollars worth of advice for nothing.
Yeah,
Exactly.
So,
for sure.
Yep.
I mean, literally, if you would sit down with an attorney to do estate planning, it's going to cost you hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. So
this is a great place to start.
He'll get you started.
5:30 Thursday.
Very cool. Love that. And yeah, I mean, everybody's circumstances are different. So, maybe you do need a trust. Maybe you don't. Maybe, you think, well, my stuff's simple. But yeah, well, until it's not,
Yeah.
So get there and check it out. Okay. Estate planning. Woo!
Yeah. Exciting.
Yes.
And then, how do we get any? Like, where do we move on from that?
I don't
You
know.
can't swap the
But
state
yeah,
planning.
I mean, my energy level is at an all-time high.
But every Tuesday night, we have library after hours, which is a lot of fun. It starts out with art club at 4, which is still kind of during hours. And then we have a story time at 5:30 for all the little kids that can't make it during the day because, they have to go to school or something silly like that. And then it moves on to Roblox, board games, Legos.
All the fun stuff.
Yeah.
We have a Nintendo Switch. We have a pinball machine.
So I'm curious. Are you guys still offering this free cat?
That was a Saturday
promotion?
deal only.
Yeah,
All
that
the
was
cats
Saturday.
went.
They're all gone.
Yep.
All
You missed your
gone.
chance.
Wow.
All the cats.
I had
Wow.
to come in Monday and clean up.
Yeah, it was part
Oh.
of the, the Chamber of Commerce had the Easter egg exchange, so we gave everybody an Easter egg and a cat.
Wow.
So
That's so
cat can
generous
play
of
with
you.
the
it was, yeah. And they all looked like
They all look
that was a program a while back. We did cat cloning.
Yeah.
And I actually made all of those myself.
Yeah, he got a little carried away. That's
Is
why we had to do a
that's what
giveaway.
a 3D printer does, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
thought so.
Yep. You just
Yep.
print those suckers right out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had a little bit too much fun, made too many, so that's why I
Yeah,
started.
we had to get rid of them somehow.
Yeah. Just give them away. Come in, sign up for a library card, get a cat. It's
Hey.
fine.
Everything in the library is free, so
Yeah.
There you go.
free cat.
One-stop shop.
Do you still have the guinea pigs?
We do. Biggles and Gwen E. Pig.
They didn't get along with the
Still
cats.
there.
That's also why we had to get
Yeah. I
Yeah,
would
they were. The cats just kept. Yeah.
The cats were a little
threatening.
too interested in
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. So
Very, very good. All right. So, what is your fun fact about this murderer thing? I'm curious about that.
a fun fact.
You said I said sitting beside a
Oh.
murderer, and you said
Well,
there's a fact
I think that
about
there's a thing, like,
a statistic
if you
about
go
that.
to-
yeah, I was lost.
Yeah, I think I don't know. If you go to Walmart or something, like 1 out of every 10 people is supposedly like taking someone's life. I mean, it might not necessarily been through murder, but at least like shot someone or through through their service in the military or something. And so if you just look around at Walmart, then you can always think like one of these people have killed somebody.
Oh,
So
And
just
And-
kind
people are
of-
probably thinking that of
And
you too.
there's
Yeah.
a 50-50 chance that they killed that person at Walmart.
well, that's true. Too. Well, or it's like I
That's
wish
why I
that,
get in and out very quickly.
or you wish that you could kill somebody
yeah,
while
dude,
you're at Walmart.
I'm telling you. Oh my
But,
gosh.
yeah, so-
Woof. Yeah, that's a whole other story. All right. Well, okay. Well, now you know. You know about the elephant. You know about all that.
Murderers in Walmart.
Murderers in Walmart. Every 10 people.
Go get your, estate planning done before you go to Walmart, maybe.
Yeah.
In case you're
In
murdered.
case you're the
Walmart.
murderee, not the murderer. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because you might become so frustrated that you thought that was a shark on that guy's back that you shoot the
That it was
messenger.
so funny. I saw nothing else other than that shark fin. Like when you said, "What did you see?" All I saw was a shark fin.
Well, I think it's there to distract you.
Yeah,
That's
I think
kind of
so,
the
too.
trick, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So, what else you guys got since you're here? Join the Rotary.
Come get free things at the library.
Yes, free things at the library. If you like fishing, you got fishing kits.
We've got fishing kits. We've got nature backpack kits that are full of tree and bird identification guidebooks.
That's super
magnifying
cool.
glass. There's stargazing backpack kits.
We've had some crazy stuff going on with planets lately, so that would
Yeah,
actually
definitely.
be.
It would be definitely be
We
handy
actually
to
have
check
more of
one
the
out.
stargazing ones than the nature ones. So
Yeah.
You know,
that
it was
works out.
there's right now. You know, I live out, so you know I get to see a little bit more stars probably than people in town, and like right next to Orion, and it's been there for a while. There's this big bright thing, and I mean bright, and then. For a while, there was something really bright right under it, and I looked it up. I Googled it because you know the internet doesn't lie, and I think it was two planets. It was like Pluto and something that were on one on top of the other, but the one's still there. The other one's disappeared now, but the one is just bright, like way bigger than a star. So I think it's a planet that I can see with my naked eye. I can only imagine what I could see with your
That's
kid.
right.
We got binoculars in the backpack.
You might be able to see like a little spaceman waving.
Yeah.
at
Yeah, org.
Could
or
be.
it's saying like an SOS or something.
Yeah, help.
Help.
Yeah. Hey, did you see that they are getting ready to here pretty soon send up a 4-person crew to orbit the moon?
Oh, neat.
Yeah, they did a unmanned one last year and it was successful.
So
So
we'll get pictures
No,
from the
they're
dark side of the
stepping up.
moon.
yeah, all that.
Where all the secret Nazi bases are and
Yeah, all the stuff that
Wow. It's not
All
a
the-
secret anymore.
all the moon. I shouldn't have said
Yeah.
so.
Man.
Way to go.
That's where Jay Glittersby got his fortune. Was
the dark side of the moon.
Yeah, I'm in the business of keeping secrets.
You're not very good at it.
Yeah,
Right?
right. You just spewed it all out on
Apparently
international
not.
TV here.
Yeah, well, you know.
That's so funny. Oh my gosh, you guys. All right. Well, if you don't have anything else, I can let you go. I mean, I know that you've got a party to plan, right?
Yeah. We do have a party to plan.
And murderers to catch.
It's a busy life,
It is.
but somebody has to do it.
You're right. Hey, while you're here, though, let's talk for a minute about the library van that you guys have. What's going on with that? Because you guys get it out and about and help
Yeah.
people out along the
We
way.
go-
It's on the
to-
getting ready to peel out of our parking lot right now, I bet.
Yeah. Well, about an hour. We go to the nursing homes, the senior center with it. We set up inside their places. In good weather, we were sitting outside because we got a canopy. And
Yeah,
everything
you
that we
guys have
can
the-
pull out.
Yeah.
And the residents, they come out and we have everything that they want. They can put in requests and we'll bring it in for them if we don't have it. So John and I have been going to the senior center and the assisted livings and all that. And then
That's so good.
The children's librarian and John and the youth librarian have been going to the schools
Yeah.
for their, is it success programs?
Yeah, success.
Okay,
programs.
yeah, in the evening.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's been going out between 20 and 25 times a month
Wow.
and reaching between 500-600 people that we typically wouldn't have been able to help.
You know, and that's
So it's
so
really
awesome.
it's been a really great thing, and the best part about it is it didn't cost any money at all to the local people here because it was a federal grant. So.
Yeah, and I think that, you know, it's very important for people to understand that, you know, what you guys do there is free to the public. And, you know, it all costs money, but it's free to the public. And, you know, I think this van where you can bring the library to people, that's so
It's
wonderful.
great because just we have the residents that are our regulars. Like we'll set up and they're waiting for us. They know what time we're going to be there. They're waiting for us. We get set up and they get their books, return the ones from the last visit, and it's just I don't know, it's very rewarding to see how just
Sure.
their excitement because they're not able to get out and come to the library.
Right.
So-
Yeah, then there's been a lot of on the other end of the spectrum with the little kids at the schools. There's been a lot of kids that have been dragging their grandparents, parents, whoever their adults are, into the library and saying, "These are the people that I were telling you about at school. I want to get a library card."
Oh, that's so
Yeah,
good.
so it brings people because a lot of people are like, well, why do you want to go out to other places? Why can't they just come into the library?
Well, 'cause
that ties it all together, and then
Yeah.
they do end up coming back in. So
Yeah,
So,
so
yes.
it's just a great service that you all offer. I think it's just amazing. So
because it's really odd to me. I've lived in Jackson for several years, my whole life, and
A few years.
that people don't know where the library is or have never been in there, and you're like, how have you not been in? Like,
It's
at some point in your life, like, why have you not walked through that door? It's just really odd.
Right.
So, so this is one way that we're getting out there and
Get more recognition
bringing
with
people
it too,
back.
because you can't miss the library van.
no.
With the owl and the deer and bear and stuff.
Yeah, it's
'cause
awesome.
I was in the school one time and the little girl was like, I know you. You drive the owl van. So, and then we're in
Yes.
the parades and everything. And we were in the parade at the Apple Festival and kids were going, the library van. So
That's so good.
it's really great.
Yeah. So it's just another wonderful service that you all offer. So thank you for that. Yeah. All right. Wanted to give that a little plug too. And if people are interested, they can call the library. You guys can, kind of
and we put our,
tell you what you're
And
looking
we've had
for.
special requests to come to resource fairs and stuff and set up. So if there's
and
something
then
like
we
that going on.
on our website, jacksoncitylibrary.org, there is a little blurb on there you can click, and it has our schedule for where the van's going to be. Also,
Aha.
So we do that quarterly. So
Since he blabs everything, he's going to tell you that too. He can't keep a secret.
I can't.
Just Jay.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. Crazy.
So anyway, and like April said, if anybody has anything that they would like the library to go to, like we were invited to one of the Rotary events that we didn't mention, is that we host a Hope Haven picnic every year for the Hope Haven
that's
students.
wonderful, yeah.
They all come to the shelter house at Manpower, which is the Rotary shelter house, which I didn't mention either. Rotary paid for that back in the day.
There you go.
So anyway, we provide a lunch for them, and the person taking care of the program asked if the library would bring the van with some activities, because we have a giant Connect 4 for outside. We
Cool.
have cornhole and some different things like that. And of course we have, books, and we'll bring coloring sheets and things like that. So anyway, they invited the library to go to that to help
Love
entertain the
that.
children that'll be there. So
Yeah.
so if anybody's doing anything in the community, we'll try. We can't go everywhere, obviously. So we just have
We'll best accommodate.
but we'll do our best to make it happen and visit your events.
How fun. See, they do such good at the library. It's a fun place to be.
Have you guys started planning your summer program yet?
We have.
Yeah.
This year we're still kind of in the works with most things. We've got everything kind of scheduled, but just kind of in the mode now on how to promote it. But we do an 8-week program every Wednesday, typically at 2. We have an event at the library. And this year, we're doing a partnership with Tri-City Theaters, and we're going to sponsor the free movie that is there every Tuesday.
Cool.
For June and July. So you'll also see us at the free movies, and we'll try to bring some different things there with our van.
There you go. So a couple days a week.
Yeah. So
You
this
guys
year,
will have activities.
some we're pretty excited about the movie partnership. So
Yeah. Can you give us any sneak peek at any of the fun events that will be there this summer?
well, we will definitely have Barker Farms. I know that's one of your favorites.
Oh, yeah.
You can come see the camels.
We have,
the camels.
The Harry Potter magician? Or?
Yeah, there's a Harry Potter
fun.
magician. I'm not sure, of the guy's name, but anyway, he is a Harry Potter magician. And where Mark Wood will be here this year with his, I think his theme is something kindness or something.
Okay.
I don't know, but it's always entertaining.
The
so it'll
Farm
be good.
Bureau, I think they're going to
The Farm Bureau is
have
going to
some
do
kind of
a
educational program.
yeah, they'll do
snack and stuff.
educational. I think that she usually makes
They do butter?
They do
butter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so fun. It's so good,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, so they'll be there. Who else do we have?
The First Responders Day.
Yeah, we'll have a First Responders Day,
Ooh, fun.
which is
They'll
where
bring all
they
their
all bring
stuff.
their so that's always cool because
That
the
was a
kids get to
hit,
go
yeah.
into the trucks and
Yeah.
honk the horns and all that fun stuff.
Turn on all
And
the
we
lights
usually we did last year, and I'm sure we will this year. So we're still working on our stuff, but usually on that day we grill hot dogs for everybody too.
Oh,
that way the first
fun.
responders get to eat, and so do all the kids and families.
So we're
Love
out
that.
there every time a kid wants to beep the horn. We're
Yeah.
Bring your earplugs.
Yeah.
But that's a lot of fun
Headphones.
because it's that's definitely a thing that you want your children to experience before they actually experience it. Like nobody wants the first time they meet a first responder to be when you call 911. Like it's nice to be able to
get them familiar with it and
see that the people are just humans and that they're just there to help and all that stuff.
I think that's so amazing. It was funny, and I don't know how this got arranged, but I was driving down Neal Avenue in Columbus one day, and I saw this fire truck like turning the corner. It wasn't have sirens or anything. It had lights going. And I looked over because I was like, oh no. And it was a kid's birthday party. Oh, no. And I was like, how cool. Nice. What a good idea. I don't know how they, what was going on, but they, I think they were just there for the kids to like see and whatever. But you're so right about that. Learn that policemen and firemen and all of that are good people and that, not to be afraid and all of that. And, James and I went out to the highway patrol post and I got to sit in a car and I was like a giddy little child. I was like, what's this do? What's that do? Can I turn that on?
Yeah,
you're just used to being in the
back. Yeah, usually you're in the back seat.
I've never been in the front seat of one of these.
Yeah, there's always that cage in the way whenever you're trying to push the buttons. But
I've never had my hands free. So
right. Never been able to push these buttons before. Oh, that's funny. Oh gosh, yeah. I just told on myself, didn't I?
Well, he's revealing secrets.
I know.
That's
see,
true.
You're just telling all the secrets, aren't you?
Jay Glittersby has also been in the front seat of a highway patrol car several times.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
That's why Jay Glittersby doesn't drive anymore and lives at the Markay.
Yes.
But that's okay.
On the roof of the Markay.
Yeah. Well, it's the attic.
Okay.
I stay dry. Unless the roof leaks. Which happens sometimes.
All right. Well, guys, get out of here.
Well, I got one more question for him before they get out of here.
Okay.
So I was wondering what are you guys reading right now? Do you have any book recommendations?
Oh, good question.
I am in the Books and Brews book club, which meets the last Friday of every month at 6 Cents. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it. It's a nice little brewery over on the other end of Main Street.
Oh.
Yeah. Right here in Jackson.
Where is it?
Over on the other end of Main Street.
I
don't
can't
know
picture
anybody. It's down from the health department. I know you go there a lot, so it's right.
I'm at the health department a lot.
Right next to Veterans Park. Over that, in that direction. Well, in the courthouse. I know you've been at the courthouse.
Yeah.
So at either rate, over in that area.
After I got out of the back of that police car.
They dropped you off there at the brewery.
Yeah, so I'm in that book club. So right now I am supposed to be reading. We started.
Oh gosh.
It's classics. We started with Animal Farm, which Animal Farm was okay.
Yeah.
Everybody likes Animal Farm. Who doesn't like a story about a pig?
It's an easy read. And,
and it's it relates to modern life still. All the gaslighting and all that stuff that happens every day.
Yeah.
So at either rate, so that was fine.
But
then John picked Sense and Sensibility.
And I have had to hear
it was the worst thing. I mean, it would be okay if you're one of those people that back in high school you really like those long math word problems.
It's for you.
It's for you, yeah, because it's like
nobody likes
it's
the
like
long
reading.
math
It's like
word.
reading that like for however many words for 400 pages of.
And Roger usually likes to get the audios, and he was even still like struggling to get through that.
So is it just confusing?
Pure torture. Well.
So my girlfriend, she works for the Canal County Library.
This is why they have to drink
system,
while they, meet. Anyway.
And that's one of her all-time favorites.
Oh, I just don't.
You could have called Aubrey and had her explain it to you.
Does she like math problems? Well,
no, but she likes Jane Austen a lot.
Okay. Yeah, because the beginning of it was all just about like her salary is this and blah blah blah. It was just like all these like numbers for like the first like 5 chapters, and it was like I don't care. And then it was kind of the only thing I really got out of it was kind of fun because they were setting up a like inheritance for this one lady, and they were trying to figure out whether to give her like so many pounds all at once or to meter it out for the rest of her life. And then they're like, but she could live for at least another 7 years. She's only 41. And you're like, oh my gosh. So, I mean, that was the only fun thing about the whole part that I read. So then I just gave up. But several people did read it, and they said it got better. But I think they were lying.
So
They were drinking when they said that.
yeah, right. That was they were 2 Merc juices in.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I think they were lying. So anyway, this month is.
It's Lord of the Flies.
Oh yeah,
right?
Lord of the Flies. I wanted to listen to it on audio. I read it a while back. You know, everybody's read it a while back. But anyway, I'm on hold for it right now from audio on the Libby app, so I'm kind of waiting. So
I look for him to ask me, since I'm the help, just like start reading it to him.
yeah, that would kind of work. It can
Like
you have any-
nighttime bedtime stories.
Well, I like to listen while I drive, so yeah. If you're free this weekend, I just want to like
Go for a road trip.
hang out.
You can practice putting the tail on too while you're at it.
Yeah. So that's what I've been up to. Just the book club books. It is a lot of fun, other than that Sense and Sensibility.
Now,
So-
you mentioned Libby. So this is something I used for the first time recently. It is really cool because if you've ever thought about like listening to an audiobook or buying an audiobook, you maybe looked at something like Audible and realized it's kind of expensive. But your library card comes with a subscription to Libby. And so you can
totally
you can
free.
rent,
Totally free.
you can borrow audiobooks from the library through Libby, and it's just like, it's completely on demand, and it's not just old classics. It's
Yeah,
it's
the
everything.
new, Libby has every
Oh.
as soon as something comes out.
So like the newest Danielle Steele, somebody falls in love and somebody dies, and then they get
And then-
together at the end novel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Giving away secrets.
all 50 of them.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've been using
Every
Libby a lot
single one.
lately.
Yeah, so and Libby has audiobooks, regular, digital ebooks, graphic novels. I think there's some movies on there. There's definitely magazines. I usually, if I'm bored in a waiting room somewhere, I usually open up a magazine on the Libby app just to look through, because people don't have magazines anymore
yeah,
because of COVID.
that stupid C word got us.
So, and then aside from that, we also have Hoopla, which has it's more like the older titles end up being on Hoopla. But the good thing about Hoopla is it's totally free from your library also, is that everything is instantly available. So
you don't have to be on
like
a
right
waiting
now
list
I'm
for
on hold for a book on Libby. If Hoopla would have had it, it would have been instantly available.
Yeah, so I Hoopla is what I was using, and again, like free from the library, and just like Roger said, just instantly available. You don't have to wait or anything.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and you can pull it up on your phone. You can pull it up on your work computer and read a book while you're supposed to be working. If you're at one of those places that doesn't allow you to have social media, why not read a book on your computer and get paid for it?
Right.
Not
There
that
you
I
go.
would promote that.
So one thing I was kind of taken by, because I'd never really listened to an audiobook before recently, and I was a little taken by this. They're really long.
Yeah.
They're like
7 hours long or
no,
whatever.
they're like 30 hours long.
Yeah, like the Harry Potter
Yeah.
books are like, we listened to let's see, which one was it? Sorcerer's Stone, I think. We drove from here to Bangor, Maine, and back with one Harry
With one
Potter.
book?
Yeah, with one Harry Potter audiobook.
Yeah, they're
yeah.
really long. Like if you're used to listening to like podcasts and stuff like that's like 1 or 2 hours long, and you get into an audiobook, it's a really different experience.
It is different, and it's like how much ADHD do you have? Because at some point your brain starts to.
Well, and then a lot of it depends on the narrator
That's what I was
too.
gonna say, yeah.
And I will say, I don't know if anybody else in here that likes Neil Gaiman books, but he does all of his own audiobooks.
Oh.
And he has the best voice in the world. So yeah, you've not experienced an audiobook until you've listened to one of his.
Cool. Very good. Did what kind of books does he write?
Mostly,
Sort of dark fantasy.
yeah, dark fantasy, kind of. There's some like sci-fi type things. I'll hook you up whenever you come to the library next week.
Cool. Yeah, and if you want to come to Rotary, you get to hear me blab. Mm-hmm. So Roger says
Yep,
next Tuesday.
next Tuesday at noon.
And he is in charge of reminding me, because I never remember things like this. Because I got the ADHD thing going on, I think.
So what have you been reading, April?
Yeah, April.
Not anything specific, but as the cataloger at the library, I kind of read a little bit of everything as I'm cataloging it and putting in the summary.
Because she's the help.
To help. Yeah.
Hired help.
I have been using Libby a lot though, because for Christmas I got my niece this thing called a Tony box, and it's really cool. It comes with figurines and they're magnetic, and you put it on the top of the box, and it plays music, stories, whatever. And then there's a personalized one, and you can send your own like voice memos and recordings to it.
Oh, cool.
So like, because my brothers and I are all spread out. So we don't get to see my niece very often. So it's a way to kind of connect with her. So I've been doing that. I've been bringing up books on Libby on my phone and doing a voice recording of me reading the book on Libby and then uploading it to her device.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
so
Technology's so fun,
Right?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it works.
Yeah, when it works.
So definitely
when
plug
it's
Libby
used for
there.
good.
It's great. Because I didn't, I don't have any kids around, so I didn't have any little kids' books on me. So I was like, I'll just get on Libby
Oh, that's
and read a book
smart.
off that. So
Yeah, that's true. Everybody should download Libby because what if, you could always have a book emergency.
You could.
And like she said, like you might have a little kid that you need to read to, and you're like, well, I don't carry around
mean, it could be
easy
life or
reader
death.
books with me. And then you're like, wait a minute, I do. And you can pull out your phone and you would have one
have a
right
book.
there.
You
So-
just never know when there's a book emergency.
That's right.
Yeah.
the library is here to help you with those book emergencies.
That's right. What kind of books is Jay Glittersby been reading?
I feel that he doesn't read much because it's kind of dark where he lives.
In the attic.
In the attic.
Of the Markay.
Yeah, so
You look at
yeah,
the one window sometimes.
but he is a well-read individual. So he mostly classics, a lot of Thoreau, Emerson. He relates really well to good old,
I feel like
good
he-
old Henry David Thoreau.
I feel like he would have liked Sense and Sensibility if you would have let him read it.
I didn't want to torture him. There is that
Have
whole
mercy.
thing called the Geneva Convention that apparently our book club does not adhere to.
How do you get started in the book club, or is it too late?
It's never too late to join a book club. All you have to do is just show up to our next meeting, or you could actually just come to the library and request the book, and then that way you would have it read, and then you could go to the meeting at 6 cents. We usually have burgers, complain about the book, throw things at John for picking them out, leave angry.
All of that stuff.
All that
that's
stuff
the-
happens.
It's fun.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
the fourth Fridays of the month.
Yeah, fourth
right?
Friday.
There's also another book club that Margaret Cochran runs.
Okay.
And they're the fourth Mondays of the month.
Okay.
So she
Yeah.
doesn't do anything like Sense and Sensibility. So
Yeah, hers are. She usually does. Usually the fiction, a mix between fiction
Yeah,
and
there's
nonfiction.
a good
Mostly
balance.
fiction. A little bit like within the last few years. She doesn't go too old. Doesn't go too new. And her books
Relevant
are,
stuff.
yeah, kind of relevant to the times and something that's gonna have a good conversation. So yeah,
Unlike
Margaret has a lot
Sense
of
and Sensibility.
exactly. Yeah, Margaret has a lot of criteria. She puts a lot of thought into her book club, to where I think John just picked some books, obviously,
He's just like-
because that was Sense and Sensibility. It just wasn't very sensible, if you ask me. And he didn't even tie, like, it's at 6 cents. He didn't even try to tie that together with 6 cents and Sensibility. So he really missed his mark anyway. So anyway,
No,
These
obviously
These
Roger still got
people.
issues over this.
I'm never going to mention that again in front of Roger.
how'd you lose your job, John? Well, I picked Sense and Sensibility as a book club book.
You can see John at 6 cents every night now, just putting him back.
Yeah.
He lost his job.
Lost my job because of that stupid book.
I'm sure that's a check mark on the Job and Family Services application.
Yeah.
Did you recommend Sense and Sensibility?
Yes, okay. We get it.
Approved.
Next.
Oh, you were working with Roger. Okay, well, now
Yeah,
we
we
understand.
got it.
No, that's awesome. Well, you guys are so much fun. Thank you for stopping by, and we appreciate it. But before we do that, we have to do the cycle search clue. Does Jay Glittersby want to read the cycle search clue for today?
I would probably mess it up. I'll let my assistant.
The help.
Yeah.
Okay, read day 33 and
Day 33.
yeah, thank you to Ron's Garage and Wrecker and Bob's Service Center and Elizabeth's Flowers and Gifts today for being sponsors of Cycle Search 2023.
Okay, day 33. The spring awakening, no more winter blues. Double check your steps and listen for more clues.
There you go.
It's at the track.
I mean, like,
Secrets.
when they do, like, it was like yesterday I was talking about expert or beginner. I'm like, what does that mean?
It's underneath. It's taped to the bottom of the dish where the stray cats eat. I just know it. I'm gonna go there after here and get it.
Well, Dylan has.
That's our next stop.
That's our next stop.
Yeah, Dylan's convinced that it's at the bottom of Hammertown Lake.
No, Lake Alma.
Oh, Lake Alma.
And we're like, Dylan, it's not at the bottom of Lake Alma. He's like, yeah, I guarantee you have to go there and like fish for it. And I'm like,
How would you?
Pretty extensive to
yeah. I'm
that'll
like,
work.
I don't really think that anybody jumped in Lake Alma and swam it to the bottom. I think we're
No,
safe
they just
there.
tied it to a brick like a mafia guy.
Yeah, concrete
Sleeping
block.
with the fishes.
Right. No
That'll
one's
be our
ever
next
gonna.
murder mystery thing.
No one's ever gonna find that.
Wore concrete shoes. Okay. I mean, it may have happened a time or two around
Yeah,
here.
we don't know. They've not drained it for a long time.
True.
Never know. All right. Well, thank you so much, you guys, for coming in. Rotary, a library, all of the fun stuff going on. And if you want tickets to this murder mystery dinner as a fundraiser for the Rotary, and which in turn gives scholarships to our local kids, get a hold of one of the Rotarians and you can buy your tickets. And it'll be a lot of fun.
Yep, definitely.
Very cool. All right. Well, thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. And we will be back here tomorrow. Beautiful, warm temperatures today. So get out and about if you have something to do outside. So we'll see you right back here tomorrow. Thanks.
This just in.
The Telegram News has a new website.
TheTelegramNews.com.
Same dedicated coverage.
Same trustworthy news with a brand new look.
Covering Jackson and Benton counties and surrounding areas.
Locally owned and operated, TheTelegramNews.com has its finger on the pulse of the community.
Stay up to date on local events, high school sports, and breaking news.
TheTelegramNews.com.
Subscribe today at TheTelegramNews.com.
Check it out.